Hey, how's it going? So, yes, I did in fact change where I normally film these videos. I wanted to mix it up. I don't even know if it looks good. I won't know if it looks good. She can probably tell you. I'm doing yet another location, and the lighting is so much better. I'm just trying to get a feel for it all. Relax. Hey, by the way, it's the other version of me here. Her, the one that edits these videos and like puts them together and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know, a lot of new locations, but if you're not experimenting in other places other than the bedroom, am I right? What are you doing? Come on, life's all about experimenting. All right, let's rock and roll, kids. I need a new catchphrase. So today tonight, I wanted to, wait. Wouldn't it be like so super cool if you went on like a really unimportant tangent about something, like your hair? Oh, also really quick, I was gonna gel my hair for you, but then I was like, no, fuck you. So, no gel in the hair tonight. Sorry to disappoint. Yeah, everyone is like super disappointed. Shut up. Can we go 5 seconds without you being a smartass, little bitch? Anyway, I was thinking so much these days, as I so often do, about life and just how existential and how much I tend to wind myself up. I always get super gobsmacked when I meet someone that like is not constantly questioning the meaning of existence. Like I'm always blown away. I'm like, really? For real? Like dead ass? What do you like do on your day to day then? Because personally, I'm over here spiraling out of control, and you're just like super stoked. Anyway, there's so much I want to chat to you about tonight, so buckle up, Buttercup. Strap in before I strap you. Okay. Wow, she gets one gay haircut and thinks she can act like that. I know, okay. We also gotta get through this pretty fast because I want to shower still and I really want to watch Fear Street. I love that you're saying that to us as if we're the ones in control of this whole operation. That's you, sweetheart. So, yeah. Who are you gonna watch with? By myself. Oh, okay. Well, which one? Yeah, no, the first one, 1994 specifically. So, yeah. No, see, and that is the best one. You gotta love Olivia Welsh. I got a busy night ahead of me. Woo! The calendar's booked. Okay. So fucking shut up and listen. Sorry, it's a quick side note. Is anyone else like deeply disturbed by Harry Potter playing possum in the back of the video? What the hell? Is he okay? Can someone check up on him? As I have been getting so existential about life, I've been trying to think of ways that I can help myself live a better one. And I say all of this because I have to cope with life in a very dark way, kind of, but like a humorous way as well. A lot of people are just so easily on board the like, oh, you need to love yourself train, and I agree with that. It just is like, or the like face mask, you know, the like stereotypical clean girl, and this is gonna make me try like to sound so pick me and edgy, I don't give a shit. Like the clean girl aesthetic sort of vibe that's like, get ready with me and we're gonna wake up at this hour and then we're gonna journal and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, girl, I literally, the way I have to reason with life sometimes is like, okay, killing myself is not an option. I don't know if I should say this online. Well, you just did, so congratulations. Well done, I guess. Better say it one more time, though, just to be sure. Killing myself is not an option. So what is it I actually want out of this life? And how can I get there? And what are steps that I can use to regulate my nervous system so I can chill the fuck out, bring myself back into my body? And then what are some things that I can implement going forward to get me to where I want to go? Because I also happen to know that accomplishing goals gives human beings a sense of satisfaction. That and like turning into things that actually make me feel alive that aren't substances. I was talking to my friends last night, and we were talking about how all of us have ADHD, and we all have really bad issues with like needing instant dopamine hits. And it's just, yeah, substances do that to humans. So obviously people with ADHD are probably more prone. Probably, I'm not a scientist, don't quote me on this. NASA, call her. Also meant to say neuroscientist. Yeah, not just regular scientist. But like probably more prone to fucking substance abuse issues. So that is cool. Good to know, right? Oh boy. Anyway. Oh my god, what the fuck was I on about? I think you were talking about like the way you view life or something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't remember either. Oh yeah, and also again, I'm viewing life, and again, I view it as this, which I think is going to send a lot of people, again, scared, running the other way. To me, life is meaningless. So yes, I am sitting down because I was like squatting and kneeling. I've got to figure out filming locations. This is ridiculous, but I wrote down this whole thing, so I have to read it to you now. God, I'm spark noting that. Seriously, it's like this long, like the length of my dick at least. Basically, I am gonna double back on myself a little bit because in that I said that like life is meaningless in general. I don't think my life is meaningless. Because I fill it with things like genuine human connection and art and movement and like all of these little things that life could offer a person if they'd let them in, and that's kind of how I fill the void. But technically speaking, I think in general, life could be meaningless unless you find your specific purpose, which I think everyone maybe has one or has like something to fulfill, not even like a crazy destiny, but they serve some sort of purpose because we're all so super connected. But again, like in general, I do think it's kind of meaningless, you know, unless of course you take it upon yourself to assign meaning to your own life. And I think there's beauty in that. Does that make sense? Cool. Let's move on. To me, life is simply just here, and it is just a void. I also believe that life is a gift, sometimes, emphasis on the sometimes, because it is simply just a wild, wild phenomenon. And the fact that you kind of get to experience it is kind of, it's special, you know. I've had to start romanticizing the human experience, I guess. And also, again, when things get really, really, really dark, the way that I cope with life is just taking a step back and being like, killing yourself is not an option. Oh yes, no, please, by all means, say it one more time. How can we give you a purpose right now? And where do you feel the best in your human self? Like in your human body, in your mind? Where is it that you find the most comfort? And how can we lean into that? And so that is when I do turn to meditation, because it grounds me, and I turn to writing, and I turn to the arts, and there are so many tools in my toolbox that I have now at a very young age, which I'm grateful for, that can help me cope with this meaningless life. And again, it's so funny because I know people are gonna sit and try to argue and be like, no, life does have meaning. No, it doesn't. It has meaning that you assign to it. Like, okay, yeah, you said life has meaning. It does to you because you've given it meaning. And I have to give mine meaning. That's where I get tripped up a lot of the time, because I will slowly go down a spiral of like, it's all such bullshit and it's meaningless, blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. Do you guys get that reference? I hope so. But yeah, I don't know. I get really like dark fast, and been having to pull myself back and be like, okay, it's only meaningless if you label it as such. If you label your life as meaningless, then yeah, it is. If you label your life as meaningful, then yeah, it is. Like, it really is all about your perspective on everything, always. Dead ass. Like, I love when I be like spitting heat and then I hit you with a dead ass and I remind you that I'm 21. So, yeah. But yeah, last night with my friends, we were all just talking about egos, and we were talking about the meaning of life, and we all do psychedelics, can you tell? But we also kind of got on the tangent of like, it really frustrates us when other people are super egotistical and they act like they have it all figured out. It's like, baby, you have your experience and your own reality figured out. Don't go around like pretending you have all the answers. You don't. It is physically impossible for anyone to have all the answers. And I hope you keep that in mind as well as you move about this world, because anyone that claims to know that they have all of these answers, more often than not, they don't. They're not some fucking messiah. They're not some crazy God. They're a human like you. They shit like you. Like, please don't get caught up and tripped up in worshiping other humans, because, oh man, the ego's a dangerous thing. Dude, how many times do we have to see history repeat itself? But also, another thing that's been sickening me these days is the amount of ads I'm getting for dumb shit and having people like promote their product. I'm like getting into online sales, so it's very prominent with me right now. And it's just crazy, and how much you're getting bought and sold. So I also just be careful on what you buy and what you're like. This world is so, we live in such a strange time right now, and it kind of is exhausting to be a human being. So, all of that being said, the actual thing that I wanted to talk about today, that was just side tangents, is, it's all gonna come and go in waves, you know how we do it around here, is a huge thing that I think we have as humans is fear, obviously, and myself included. And I think a lot of that fear is put into us from so many different sources. Like, there's so much subconscious fear that we don't even know about that has, like, we've picked up from other people, our ancestors. Like, there's just so much shit that you pick up on, even in your day-to-day, like, based on the people that you hang out with. Like, you sometimes accidentally pick up their fears and their thoughts, and, like, I mean, half of the thoughts you have aren't even your own. You kind of got to figure that out, too. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. What I wanted to get at is fear. And I think another one, this is going to be kind of an interesting topic. I wanted to give my take on God and the devil, because everyone kind of or like good and evil, all of these things, like whether or not they exist or not. The answer is I do think that they exist, but not in the way that like religion portrays it. And another thing too, I fucking hate how religion can use fear to make humans feel so guilty about being human. I think it's fucking disgusting. And to be a human being is to be flawed. That is just the way it is. And to be a human being is to make mistakes and try stuff out and be super fluid and super like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing here? Let me try this and see if like that. We're supposed to flow, and religion makes you feel sorry for that and feel like a terrible, awful person for that a lot of the time. Not all religion, but I'm just speaking in general here. And you pick up feelings of guilt and shame and fear to be yourself and to just exist. Like, literally, like, a fear for, like, fucking breathing wrong. It's absurd. And you just feel, like, bad and weird in your own skin and, like, guilty to be human. And it's like, dude, you were not made for that. I don't know what the hell we were made for, but it was surely not that. And it's so funny because they preach about the devil and fear and all of these things. I think that the devil is insecurity and pain, and not even pain, insecurity and shame and guilt and all of these horrible, awful feelings. Again, not pain, because I think pain can be beautiful in ways. And pain is here to teach us stuff and like alert us and help us, I think, a lot of the time in a weird way. But anyway, again, these are all just my takes. Whatever, maybe this doesn't resonate at all. I don't know. But I'm just yapping here. So, yeah, honest to God, I think that the devil is fear. And all of the feelings that go hand in hand with fear. Like I said, such as fucking insecurity is a huge one that comes to my mind. Whereas, I guess, God is, to me, confidence in self. Not cockiness, but self-assured, self-trust. And yeah, and compassion, I suppose. I'm just trying to think about, because these words get thrown around so much and they get misconstrued pretty easily, I would say. But I don't believe, like I said, in hell or the devil, and it's taken me a long time to say that because I did grow up around a very prominent religion, and so there was a lot of shit that was like, I've had to work through a lot. And again, all of these videos of mine, I'm here to work my own stuff out, here to like do a little video diary and also help people like try to lead a better existence in ways that are not just like the typical ones that stupid health gurus tell you, because I'm just like, girl, there's so much more layers to being a human being than some stupid bitches online. I'm being so mean. And see, here I go again, acting like I have all the fucking answers. I don't. But I'm just hoping that this, I don't know, can help you in some way. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyway. But yeah, if you, like, the devil is insecurity in your own skin, I think, and self-doubt. Because the times I've been at my worst and lowest as a person have been when I've been ridiculously insecure. The amount of times I've acted in ways that are actually frightening, and like, call 911, she's not well, is when I was doubting myself and hating myself. And hating, therefore, the world. But the times that I've felt as though I've been near a God, or God, is when I've had self-belief and when I have trusted myself and my own intuition. And that's what the fuck I wish religions would tell you, instead of like fear, like putting so much fear and guilt into you, like saying all of these things that you're damned to hell if you do this, if you're damned if you do that, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I hope that you can rest a little easier tonight knowing that it is bullshit. Or maybe it's not, and then I'm gonna burn one day. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a good time, because honest to God, my version of hell is living this life with regret and not having a good time and not, like, I don't have underwear on, so I need to be really careful and cautious, but like, oh God, my version of hell is living this life hating myself, because then that would make me act in really shitty, stupid ways with insecurity. And the thing is, I've already spent quite a few years of my life living that way, and like, it simply was awful, because again, I would put myself in the worst situations because I needed the validation of other people. And again, if you do believe in fucking Lucifer, Satan, that's what he wants. whatever. Whereas you are such a beautiful individual. Like, I know it's so cliche, it makes me want to puke a bit, but there has never been anyone else like you with your exact same DNA, your exact same situation, and there never ever will be again. It's so crazy how, like, unique every single human being is, and I like to think that everyone kind of has their place in it all. I have to believe that way, otherwise, again, I just will crash out and fucking be in my flop, insecure devil era again. Not the devil era. I cannot stand our generation, dude. And also, again, the people that do the most fucked up, disturbing, horrible shit in this world is because they're, like, weird and insecure and feel shame and, like, all of these awful feelings. I'm like, dude, there is no monster, there is no Satan, there is nothing that, like, people like to be afraid of. The scariest thing that you should be afraid of is yourself and the human brain. Like, hello? It's kind of scary sometimes. It can get really dark really fast, but it doesn't have to. That's the thing, because another thing is, like, okay, yeah, the most terrifying thing in this life to me is my own brain sometimes. And other people, I mean, God. You know in Lord of the Flies, when they were, like, so dead set, and in Yellow Jackets too, those are very similar, but in Lord of the Flies, when it was, like, they were so convinced that this fucking pig was a monster, or there was, like, a monster on the island with them, and then it ended up that they were the monster. Dude, that reigns true for, like, every area of life. Like, you are the monster in your own life. You could either be your own worst enemy or your biggest adversary. Advocate. It is truly 1,000,000% up to you. And that can either scare the shit out of you or empower you. And, like, you cannot turn to this God or the devil or Satan and bitch them out for the life that you're living. It's you. You know what I mean? So there's my takes on that. And, like, again, I speak from personal experience. I was in the fucking trenches, girl, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago now, when I was 16 and 17. And I was so insecure, and I was just so, like I said, like a needy little annoying insecure puppy that would let myself get treated like scum and let myself get treated in a way that I would never treat another person, but I accepted it. I'm like, dude, if the devil is real, that's it. Is leading this life with your head hung ashamed in who you are. God. Honestly, I'd rather give Satan a blowjob than live like that. Sorry. But I've gone through a really hard time. Grief, death, loss, womp womp, all of the fun things. But that being said, for some reason, this death in my life has given me so much conviction in myself. And, like I said, not cockiness, but confidence. And in a really beautiful way that I have never felt in my life. And also, self-trust is starting to be easier. And I still struggle, like, a lot. I want to say more than the average person to like myself. Like, it's a fight every day to like myself. But I keep fighting for it because, again, I just can't stand the thought of not trying to experience heaven on earth. Because what if it is? What if heaven is a place on earth? What if Lana Del Rey was right? You know? But it's just like, well, okay, if this life is meaningless, then I want to live it in the way that I really want to live it. And I want to experience it to the fullest. And I want to meet cool people, and I want to see so much in my short amount of time here, because my God, it's going to be over in a blip. It's going to be over so fast, and honestly, like, For some reason, sorry, someone just yelled and it scared me. You probably couldn't hear that, but oh my god, no, I was about to go somewhere so great with that too. What the fuck is going on out there? Shit, I don't even remember. Oh. Maybe she can pick it up for me because I don't remember. Damn it. I don't really remember what I was gonna say, but I think it was something along the lines of, what if this is it? What if there is nothing after this? You might as well make the most of whatever this is to you, because there is seriously nothing that's guaranteed. That's so menacing. I don't mean to scare you. Jesus. I know spending a lot of time around me is a bit much. Maybe I'll keep it lighter sometime. But probably not. That's just not the way I roll. So, sorry. Yeah, I want to experience things. And I do want it to mean something. Because why not? I'm here. And like I said, I'm awaiting death anyway. Might as well do stuff that I actually enjoy. And try to be a good person. And also try to help other people in the process. So yeah, with all of that being said, I have felt the closest I ever have to God because I've been so in tune with myself. And it's so funny how that works, because it's just life. Even if you don't even believe in God or a higher power, life in general, or the life force that is, and just like everything that kind of is, it wants you to like yourself too. Like, it's not against you. It's not for you either. It just is. You have to be for you in order for life to be for you, and vice versa. If you're not for you, life isn't gonna be either. It's so fucking funny how that works. Ah, what a sick joke. What a sick joke, girl. And it makes me so sad, because in the time we live in, it's really, 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 really fucking easy to hate yourself. It really is. Like, you know, you're never gonna be pretty enough. It sounds like I'm saying this to you. I'm not. I'm just, like, talking here. I'm like, you fat fucking ugly bitch. Anyway. No, but, like, it makes you feel right now that you're never going to be pretty enough. You're never going to amount to anything. You know, that your life is just stupid compared to this other person, because you're going to see, like, so many people just constantly in your face that are, like, way better than you and have 12 Lamborghinis. And it's such a toxic time to be alive, because it's already toxic enough to be a human, let alone in 2025. Girl, please, we don't stand a chance. But humanity's doomed to fail anyway, so might as well have a good time while we're here, right? Another way I have to look at life. Yeah, just have fucking fun with it. Dear God, don't take it that serious, bro. Like, please. You never know. And be just you. Like, no one else should ever have the audacity to ask you to be anything that you're not. And you should never expect yourself to be anything but yourself, because that's more than enough. Always has been, always will be. So trust that, babe. So yeah, I don't think I had anything else, honestly. I feel pretty good about this. Appreciate the chat. I have to do these weekly, bi-weekly, otherwise I will crash out and die. Okay, maybe a little bit dramatic there, don't you think? Yeah, okay, maybe a little dramatic, but yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope you realize that you don't need to live this life in fear. It's gonna be a crazy ride no matter what, but fear should not even be a part of it, because that is, to me, that is the devil. And love is God. So that's my takes on it. Let me know yours. Because again, those aren't right. Those are just mine. So let me know what the fuck you think about everything. Unless you're going to be a stupid, annoying, sleazeball asshole and leave a dumbass comment, then I'm not interested. But if you're going to be like fun and participate, leave me a comment. I would tell you to like and subscribe, but I don't. You do what you want. Do what you please. I'm not your mommy. Or am I? Okay, it's enough. I love you. Good night. I'm gonna go watch a horror movie by myself. I don't know where this is supposed to go, but I made a note that says the devil is you and so is God. It's like depending on which wolf you feed, I guess. I don't know where I'm gonna put this in, but maybe here. Alrighty. Actually, this lighting is kind of tea. And you kind of get a view of my apartment, which I think is cute. But that means I have to keep it clean. I say that as if I don't. I'm such a fucking, like, things need to be kind of in order, otherwise I'll crash out and die. So, yeah, let me know. I just like good lighting, and I have to get it naturally, so yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me talk about all things existential. Existential Ella. I hope to God that nickname does not stick. That is tragic, but I love you. All my love. Go make your own meaning in your life, dude, because that's so exciting and fun. It can be whatever you want it to be. It's up to you. I think that's so cool. Anyway, hugs and kisses. Bye. Hugs and kisses and rough sex. Bye. Just kidding. Bye. There's a piece of cotton floating around.